After a year in the studio, my album Aphrodite was ready to be released to the world. I'd managed to have my press launch exactly where I wanted it, the island of dance, Ibiza.
This song lets you in, gonna get back down and up again. I got you on my side, it's just a roller ride, it's the truth.
I'd like to welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. It's great to see you all here, and I really can't believe this day has finally arrived.
We've just had some news in, hot news off the press. I don't know whether you know this or not. Midweek figures, sales so far of your 11th studio album, Aphrodite. #1 in 8 countries so far. Top 10 in about 13 so far. Amazing, amazing. 11th studio album. To hear that kind of news, how does that feel?
I'm a bit shaky with that news, actually. I mean, I feel emotional enough anyway that today's here, and oh, hang on, I've got to breathe a second.
1, 2, 3.
What would you like to ask, Kylie?
Live touring. In the past, you've been a workaholic. You've kind of gone for it. What are we going to do this time for this album? Are we going to have you on tour for a good year, or are you going to keep it a little bit neater?
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 Like a nice, tidy little touring schedule. Wrap it up in a couple of months. That's not going to happen. We're definitely touring next year. I'm already very excited about it. I know it's going to take a long time, so the workaholic in me will not rest just yet. A title like Aphrodite just... You know, that's a no-brainer. The things we could come up with artistically, creatively, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
How's that for a press conference? We are Pasha. Pasha. I thought I'd be kind of, you know, a bit more cool than this walking in, but you come in and there's a vibe and there's no one even here. It's Pasha. By tonight, I'm just going to be completely overwhelmed, for sure. It feels like beyond people liking the songs and the music, they're really feeling it, and they're feeling this kind of euphoria that, let's face it, we could all do with a bit of that now and then in our lives, and to know that we've created something like that and people are feeling it is really more than I could have wished for. So I'm a happy bunny today. My little tail is just wagging. Cheers, dear. Happy Aphrodite Day.
Happy Aphrodite Day. Happy Aphrodite Day.
Can you feel me on the stereo? Can you feel me on the stereo? Can you feel me on the stereo? Oh, can you feel me on the stereo? Oh.
It's hard because the stage size is so small here. It's like about a fifth the size of what we normally have. So everything's got to be virtually re-choreographed.
I think the atmosphere is going to be half the scale. I don't even think you're going to be able to hold that camera.
Good luck, everyone. I'll see you afterwards.
Come on. You're catching all this glamour, right? Catching all the entrance glamour.
Dancers all in here. Dancers, swim this way, dancers. Wiggles, good. And then cue the track. Okay, guys, here we go.
So that was that. Aphrodite was released to the world, where everyone seemed to welcome her. And somehow I'd committed to a world tour, the biggest I'd ever imagined. A lot of work would be needed, and I mean a lot. So, what's a girl to do? Go down to the pub for my label's summer staff party.
You don't see this very often, the tour manager loading in.
We're in a pub. You know, so excited. I've never done anything like this.
Please put your hands together for the one and the only Miss Kylie Minogue. It's really special, really great honour to have her down here. I mean, she's part of the family, and I've worked with her for 10 years now. She's just such a wonderful artist to work with. There's never, you know, a dull moment. It's always fun. You know, when I asked her, I said, look, will you come down and do this? Immediately, without hesitation, just said, yeah.
That's all I have to say. That's it. That was a big surprise. I normally see everything, and I didn't see this. So my first pub gig ever was amazing! I guess it was liberating because it wasn't a huge stage and the lights that are synced up with this and that, and no choreography. And no props, yes. Although I did manage to find something and climb on top of it. I have said I'm like a meerkat. I need to find the highest thing. Giving me a taste of doing small venues, so we'll see what happens in the future.
One more time, what you got? Wow, 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 wow.
So what now? Now that Aphrodite had emerged from the sea, it was time to plan her journey around the world. And yes, there would have to be some choreography, and maybe one or two props for her to play with. But not just your average props, goddess-sized props.
Aphrodite, it's a word and a name, a title that has so much meaning and so many references to it, and it just seems such a rich mythology to draw from. And the idea of this goddess of love and sex, or sexuality, just seemed very apt for Kylie, I think. You know, a lot of people say that Kylie is kind of synonymous with joy and love and laughter, and I think if you have the experience of seeing Kylie live, I think there's this tremendous sense of like love in the room, and especially, you know, her history over the years, and she's had a lot of loyal fans, and obviously being sick and stuff. I think that, you know, there's this great love for her, regardless of how successful the particular record is or whatever. So it just seemed like an obvious point to start developing the tour. It just seemed to make sense to create the set design and the production design around the Temple of Aphrodite, really. It kind of starts with her birth and then ends with her kind of crowning on this cake and this water world.
But as usual with how Willie creates the show and how we work together, it's not just putting things in there for the sake of it. There's integrity behind all of these fabulous technical features we have.
William and Kylie came to our team. They said that they had this idea for a water show / concert and asked if anybody had ever done it, and we basically said nobody's ever been crazy enough to try something like this. Water shows live in hotels, they live in theme parks, but nobody can break it apart and tour it.
A lot of people working on this worked on previous shows of mine, and their eyes are just wide going, we can't believe the scale of this and how much we're putting into the show. It's the show that keeps on giving. It's beautiful! I'm working with the best team. I really, really am. I mean, they are all top class, and beyond their talent, their heart is in it, and we all want this to be a show that is nothing short of breathtaking. And in my role as Aphrodite, I want to summon all the power, all the magical, glamorous, mystical, loving power that is possible, and share it, and people can take it home. That's my plan. Easier said than done.
She's very creative. I think that's, you know, that's the other thing that people don't realise about her, I think.
I normally, and it's the case again this time, I don't have my costumes till very late in the piece. So that's always something on my mind. I'm like, okay, because Tony will teach me incredible moves, and then I'll say that, well, actually, the skirt that I'm wearing, I can't fit in the car with it, so.
Kylie, stop it. No, yeah.
I know about these things.
Especially in Kylie's early days, not so much now, but you know, she got a lot of flack and a lot of criticism for not being musical or not being a musician or not being able to sing or you know all that that's kind of haunted her really. And I think that's been a motivation for her.
Your love is king. You're gonna be more spread out. You'll get to him on king.
Okay, can we maybe spread out then? I used to be more stressed about my vocals just because when I was inexperienced, but now that's the least of my worries.
Yeah. So as you do your first break, you could look first, then start to break.
Kylie is very giving, and I think she gives herself to everyone. She gives herself to a crew, do you know what I mean? She's not averse to going into the canteen and sitting with everyone. It's very much a team environment. She's totally human. I think she's one of the most human performers that I've worked with.
If I wasn't talking with you, I'm here with I get in the car, my folder's open, I stare at the set list, and get in the zone. Not that I ever really leave the zone. I'm thinking about this tour 24/7. And we do our stretches in the car on the way and stretch it out. Right, hand it over, Sean. Give me back my bag. Hi, I'm Kylie. I am Aphrodite. That was the circle of trust. If you're not in it, you count for nothing. It's from the film Meet the Parents, but I thought that was important since we are family for the next few months. And on top of it being an ambitious show, a big show, a dangerous show, it's good for everyone to know who's who and get over that initial stumbling block. I think some people were nervous. I said, it's all right, you don't need a joke or, a special party treat, just say who you are and what you do. That felt really, really nice.
We are in Denmark. Everything is covered in white.
Minus 20 Celsius. I'm from Jersey. We get cold, but not that cold.
In a moment right now, having a second little cup of tea, chilling.
I'm so excited.
Oh, Tay-Tay.
Jack man, you're gonna be amazing. Oh, good luck.
Have a great show.
Yeah, you too. Have a great show. Hey, do you want no bracelets in the one?
This is team dance.
Do this.
Tester, choreographer of the show.
Kylie Minogue.
So clever.
Aphrodite.
Yeah. This is the walk. This is the walk we've been waiting for. I've started to get a few jitters, which is
Melincoso.
great.
Very natural.
Standing by. Standing by. Big hand for the boss. Big hand for the boss.
Have a good one, everyone!
Absolutely freezing. It's so freezing.
Like minus 30, outdoors, pushing carts through compact snow and ice. I'm I'm not complaining.
Shots of all this sort of naughtiness going on up here.
Five, 6, 7, 8.
Have the band lost their minds? Have the band lost their minds?
Hold me in your arms, and I can hear so clearly in the quiet, in the dark. Skin to skin, so close to me. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
You can't mess with Aphrodite, baby. She's hardcore, and she sings every single note all the time. She doesn't miss a trick, and honestly, if you see her she says the wrong word. She's like that. Oh, I've never seen anyone who's that much of a perfectionist. So,
And she's fun, good fun.
and we love her.
She's actually really musically talented. She's, you know, impeccable timing with the band. You know, there's not many performers that can just do something, you know, ad-lib and get the rhythm or, you know, like feel comfortable. And I think that comfort has come from relationships with her band through doing the tours.
We're in Mannheim. It's our third show in a row. Again.
Nee, warte mal, Jungs. Leg die mal hinten und dann müssen wir vorne nochmal annehmen.
The roadblocks.
Alles klar, alle hoch, alle hoch.
Now it's time to start playing with props. I'm channeling Terry Wogan, circa blankety blank era.
I had meringue, but it's gone now.
Is that formaldehyde?
Severe boredom, pretty sure. We usually play cards, but that's it's got all very quickly.
This is all Dave's. Well, Dave's MD, so it was all his idea. Promise.
Let's go for creamy raspberry.
Hier, jetzt wieder hoch. Wieder hoch.
I'm coming through, but I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, not crazy! I don't see any fruit on sticks around here. Tebow, you can't drop the F-bomb on K.com. Could you just provide us with an ip for overlay?
With an ip? What? A beep! Yeah. What, when I say beep? Beep! Then I say
I have never actually been presented with something quite like that.
The whole time.
Fruit stick game complete!
Body to body. Let me see.
It's basically I'm trying to break the fruit stick habit. It's like cold turkey. You can flash your mum.
Yeah, of course.
On nudity.
That was gonna be my first suggestion.
Peel the layers off.
It's quite a good one too. It's quite peachy.
Hang your coat up, hang your coat up. Lock the doors up, lock the doors up. Let the steam rise, dim the spotlights. Alright, alright. Are you ready to let it go tonight? Tonight, do your own thing.
She vibes so much from the band. She gets so much out of it, and I think the band and her relationship with them and the relationship with the backing singers, you know, enables her to be freer, which is a key thing with Kylie on stage. When you do a show that is so programmed in terms of, you know, area lists and screen moves and, you know, all the technology that's involved in this show, that can be very kind of claustrophobic because it doesn't allow her the kind of ad-lib moments and those kind of bonding moments that she has with her audience.
Oh, we're getting off our bus. This has been our house for like, what, a month, 5 weeks?
It's not just been a house, it's been a home.
It's been a... Oh. So we say goodbye to the bus.
Bye, bus.
Goodbye, bus.
I'm leaving
Bye,
soon.
bus.
Bang bus.
Dublin! I first played at this venue 20 years ago, and then 6 years ago, and again tonight. Oh, netball defence, you will not get past it.
As all goes on in there, Jimmy, that is the place where it's all happening. Let me just show you what goes on in there.
There we go.
So Saturday night in Cardiff, this is what happens, is it? How you feeling now? Splash zone, okay? Over here.
You can tell that she's having a laugh and that she's happy up there.
Glasgow! Are you ready for your Aphrodite?
But I think that's a confidence really that has come since she's been ill and since she recovered, and I just thought, F it.
Manchester! Tonight is the 24th time that I am playing here. First of 4 nights. I have some stories in this venue, mostly ones I can't share with you. This is the venue he had to carry me off stage. It was the famous Harper show.
And that's where you did your interview. You were sat on that chair avoiding every question.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Why aren't you wearing any merch? Yes, I do. Final show in Manchester. It's been so amazing. Don't know when I'll be back, if I'll be back, so I better enjoy every minute of it. I'll give you everything I am again. Well, let me just take a serious good look at everybody, yeah? And I got to be. Because this is my favourite part of the show.
Could happen to you. Take a chance tonight and try something new. You're getting boring, you're also boring, and I don't recognize a zombie you turn into. Don't worry, cause tonight I got you. You can take a seat, do what you normally do. I'm about to let you see. This is what'll happen if you ain't giving your girl what she needs.
Come to the party? Oh, how lovely is this? We deserve it after all those cold, cold, cold places. Feeling summer vibe, that's it. Hello, O2. Again. Get your tour turbans. Get your tour turbans. One of the rules of being on the road. You have to make do with what's around, so I have now invented the turban tee. Got to cut the sleeves off though, and cut it down here so it makes one long piece. Wrap it, twist it, wrap it, boom. Oh my god! Oh, it's a lot of mixed emotions today. The final show of the European leg of Aphrodite Le Folie. If I think back to years ago, I spent a lot more time worrying and worried and worked myself into a complete spin because I was learning. Because no one can, you don't study a book and you know how to do this. You have to go out there and pretty much have those experiences where you fall flat on your face and you pick yourself up and strike a pose and move on. Tonight is the equivalent of the marathon runner coming into the stadium, and it's always like this at the end of a section of a tour. But we're going to run into that stadium, hear the crowd, and our bodies will magically find the energy and the muscle. And I think there might even be some tears by the end of the evening. Do you think you might shed a tear, Jimmy? So it was farewell to the water stage for the time being as she was packed up to ship to Australia. It was time to prepare for the next stage of our epic odyssey. I will have a day off, maybe 2 days off or 3 days off. And then we've got to do some rehearsals for Aphrodite Live. Anyway, don't let me jump ahead of myself. I can't get too excited about that because we've work to do.
Alright guys, let's go, positions!
We're having to make changes for slow, for closer, for the finale. But it's nice to be in trainers again for just a minute.
Japan. Arigato.
Dance. It's all I wanna do, so won't you dance? I'm standing here with you, why won't you move? I'll get inside your groove, cause I'm on fire, fire, fire.
I'm so happy to be here in Japan, and it wasn't an easy decision to make in light of the disaster and the aftermath. But I've wanted to come back to Japan and tour here for such a long time, and if ever there was a time to come and show how much I love this country, it's now. We're gonna rock it tonight, and I'm just so thrilled that we were able to come. The atmosphere's been emotional and electric.
Don't be frightened. Just give me a little bit more. They don't come. Put your hands up if you feel it tonight. If you feel it, now put your hands up if you feel it tonight.
We're in Montreal. We're going to rock and roll. We're on an American bus tonight. Yeah. So I'm the filling between. Who am I the filling between?
I don't know. Me. I'm the bread to your ham.
Well, I'd like probably fish paste. I would have thought maybe.
Fish paste. Yeah. I think Dave's on the bottom actually. So
right.
You've got
I'm the pickle. You're the other bit of bread, unless it's a Danish open sandwich.
Hello.
Miss Kylie Minogue.
Yep. First North American show. That's rock and roll. What is pop and roll? What is the symbol for pop and roll? US of A! I am here! Your Aphrodite is in the house!
Go to the White House.
As you do.
Lucita, Roxy, Tenchi, Dishan, Raina, Diana, Jeremy, Yuri, Luke, Tom, Martha, Jason.
We'll see ya. My high kicks mustn't have been high enough. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fairfax. What's happened to my voice? That's what happens when you almost do 9 shows in a row. Women's basketball.
How do you dribble?
Right.
Good training.
I end up with a lot of crazy things on tour. They're not all immediately attractive, but you've got to learn to love them. And eventually they will get under your skin. This one, old Blue Eyes Platypus. You can't leave that, you see?
Can't say what it is. If I say what I feel, it's too much. Can't say what it is. If I say what I feel, it's too much. Can't say what it is. It's too much. This kind of love for the first time. For the first time. It's way too much. This kind of love, not the last time.
10 minutes, everybody. 10 minutes to showtime. Thank you. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to showtime. 10 minutes, everybody.
Did you hear that?
12 minutes, everybody. 12 minutes. 7 minutes.
Probably is about 7 minutes. Cheers, my friends. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here we go. To Atlanta.
To Atlanta.
It's coming, Shawnee.
Nice. Oh, yes.
Get a jacket.
I'd love to say I don't do stairs. I love all the noises before a show. All the excitement building. And I'm talking backstage, not up. Thank you. Big up yourself.
Atlanta, permission to rock?
Permission granted!
Disco, 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 disco.
No disco. It was time to head south of the border, where things were heating up. And being on the road for so long means things can get a little crazy. Pinata time! Oh my god!
But payback time.
Get her.
I don't know where to start. This is a good moment to let out some tour frustration. Show. And actually, I feel much like this at the end of the show too. Thanks, Snowy. Do you know what? I feel a bit better now. What day is it? It's Hollywood Bowl Day! Makes me want to do Cabbage Patch, amongst other things. I've tried to contain my nerves through the day, but I don't know how successful I've been. It's crazy to think of what we've done over the years. I could tell you where each and every one of these pictures was taken. Oh, little set of pink eyebrows. I'm singing my heart out on stage, and there's some nights where there's people who are just fixated on my shoes. They're like taking pictures of my shoes, talking to each other, what size do you think she is? So I stop and say, hello, filming here. And no, you're not having my shoes. I need them. They're too small for you anyway. I really hope Elvis is in the building.
Elvis is right here.
He's always in the building. Aphrodite was homeward bound as we headed to Australia, and she was reunited with a water stage. Australia! Do you have any idea how excited I am about this? We're back to Aphrodite Les Folies! Woo! Now I showed you what I'm made of. This is what'll happen if you ain't giving your girl what she needs. You belong to a perfect stranger. You talk, I walk, wanna feel the danger. Oh my God! I think we have 16 more shows to go in I don't know how many countries. And when I saw that fact on a day sheet, I actually came over a little bit. I have to say, this is my favourite tour ever. Hard to be truly definitive about that because there's different reasons to love each tour. From a kind of fulfillment point of view, I think this is the best tour because I'm the most comfortable I've ever been performing. Stage is alright, costumes are alright, band, dancers, crew, they're all alright, but you know what? None of that works if you ain't got a killer coffee machine. You're welcome. That's what I'm talking about. Ask me anything. I'm gonna be in a coffee haze. Ask me anything. Go on. I'll see if I can concentrate.
Tell me something filthy that nobody knows about you.
I don't have that long, Jimmy.
10 minutes, everybody! 10 minutes until start time! 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Thanks for letting me know, boys. I have not had time to think today, Jimmy. I've been sucking up all the love from my family and the kids. I have my own personal backing dancer slash god, you know.
Glad could be boy.
Slash clown. Melbourne! I need a drink already.
You can ask me anything. You can ask me anything. I will do it.
I always wanted to have this moment that was like this real quiet, still moment after all this high energy stuff. For a Kylie song, it's just so stripped back and so kind of naked. But another reason for doing If You Don't Love Me was it's our tour manager's favourite song, Sean. And Sean had an aneurysm last December. And we didn't know if he was going to be able to come on tour. I mean, fortunately, he is on tour. He'd been going on for years about doing that song.
Oh, it was amazing, absolutely incredible.
What's going on? Roxy, we did it.
Roxy, you're not leaving. You're getting all the most of that.
Love me.
And then there was just Sean and I. That's the way it always ends up.
That's the way it always ends up.
The traffic in Jakarta crazy. So we are going to the venue in that.
Jakarta, 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 Jakarta.
Jet traffic, jet traffic. Someone asked me before, so what's been your favourite place? I just drew a blank. I'm like, where have we been? Which leads me to think, where haven't we been? We've been so many places. My only regret is that I couldn't take this show everywhere. I think it's the heat that's done it, actually. Look, it's official. It's official. Yep. I'm a mother. This tour, I have been more relaxed, more comfortable, more joyous than ever on stage. It's been really, really rewarding to feel that. I've longed for that for the longest time. I've really let loose, and some of my crew have even commented, perhaps less anguish within me. A tour is a lot easier if your personal life is harmonious, and Andreas has been nothing short of spectacular on this tour. He gets it. Gemini on tour, woman, I mean, you name it, he's got a lot to deal with. Pop star down! Pop star down! Basically, the show wouldn't happen without Lion because she keeps me together. Shawnee Sean, he came back to full strength on this tour, and that's been a beautiful thing to see because it wouldn't have been the same without him.
The last and final shot.
I love you guys. Love you too.
I love you too. I love you, Lion.
Shawnee, final show!
You're in love with me. I'm in love with you. That's all I do.
All of us here and those who are not here, who all played a big part in this show, don't look at me like that, Yuri, because I'll cry. I want to thank all of you sincerely. It's been just the most amazing, memorable experience, and really appreciate all your talent and dedication. And what else? I think that touring can kind of imitate life in a way, and you go through all sorts of emotions, ups and downs. We have good times and bad times, and we've all been on the ride together. And I know my name's on the top of the bill, but you all know that I have you all up there with me, and I don't stand on anything if it's not for you guys. So I really thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you've enjoyed the experience as much as I have. Thank you. So that's it. That's it. Without an audience, the stage is just a stage. And what an audience I have. They inspire me. They elevate me. Their passion and support means more than I could possibly say. The Cupid Boys, the Golden Girls, the truly fierce and mighty. They're all part of my year as Aphrodite.
So lucky in